Here are some statistics for you to think about. Australian small and medium businesses, not-for-profit organisations and charities, SMEs, make up 98% of Australian business. Australian SMEs produce 43% of total annual revenue and employ 5.7 million people. 66% of all cyber attacks are directed against SMEs, and 60% of those companies successfully targeted will go out of business within 6 months of an attack. Large businesses can manage and survive some of the financial, reputational, and legal impact when hit with a data breach. SMEs cannot. These stats alone should prompt SMEs to be thinking about business security. Business today must follow opportunities, respond to change, pivot into new markets, and perform at a higher level just to survive. If you want to increase productivity, manage change, or create a resilient business, you have to do more. Because of evolving security threats, increased utilization of the digital world, and reduced resources, you need access to an adaptive business security strategist. What you need is a Chief Information Security Officer, or a CISO. The problem with a CISO is how much they cost. To put a CISO on staff could cost your business upward of $200,000. That does not include other incidental costs. To do their job, there is also the probability and possibility, with additional costs to the organization, of course, that they will bring in their own people. Most SMEs, businesses under 75 staff, cannot afford these sort of costs. In light of this, all SMEs should consider a virtual Chief Information Security Officer. The virtual CISO uses their knowledge, leadership, and project management skills to create focused strategies that keep the SMEs productive, but under budget, protected, and optimized for the future. A virtual CISO can bring immediate value thanks to their knowledge of security, privacy, and business. The first thing that a virtual CISO will do is create a business security strategy that is aligned with your business culture and your business objectives. With this in place, you can show measurable improvements in your business security posture. The next component is risk management. Doing business today is still all about risk. The challenge is that most of the risks have changed. Understanding the new risks created by all things digital is hard for normal business owners, managers, C-level executives, and board members to comprehend. In fact, the bad guys are taking advantage of this lack of understanding. The right Chief Information Security Officer can increase revenue, improve morale, stabilize the business, improve productivity, and expand business capabilities. In fact, a good CISO is worth their weight in gold. But the main question is, what do they actually do? They apply a dedicated methodology that incorporates several fundamental techniques. They include the following. They try to predict the future by assessing the risk to the business and mitigating the risk to a manageable level within the risk appetite of the company. They then take the essence of the business and manage it by introducing culture-based processes, procedures, policies, plans, and standards. They also educate your team through normal education, training, and skills transfer. One of their big roles is introducing the right technology in the right place at the right time, and then using best practice to ensure that it functions correctly and keeps the whole system within a manageable framework. They need to understand the enemy and implement detection and protection systems that allow the detection of internal movement of an attack within the business. They have to build resilience with business continuity, disaster recovery, and other resilience-based systems. And finally, they have to embrace the future. They embrace the future by implementing a change management process for new technology and new capabilities without exposing the company to additional security risks. So when you look at it, they do a lot. At $200,000, they should do. It is nearly impossible for an SME to compete with big firms when it comes to a CISO. A virtual CISO, well, that is different. Most SMEs only need a part-time CISO, someone who can justify their business needs and stay within their budget limitations. A virtual CISO or a CISO as a service is a cost-effective but efficient way to bring the skills and capabilities of a CISO into an SME. It is a way to deliver the business acumen, security, and capability for a fraction of the cost. A virtual CISO will normally cost less than $40,000 per annum, which will decrease in time as the company increases its security profile. There are two things that you can do now. Contact Care MIT and we can organize a chat. The second one is, why don't you go off and complete the Care MIT Business Security Scorecard. Once you've completed it, read the report, and we can then discuss whether your requirements are needed or our requirements are needed, and you have somewhere and someone to talk to. Thank you very much, and I look forward to having a chat with you soon.